Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us tonight on the Decod3rs channel. And yeah, we have a special guest. We're gonna talk about like AI in Web3 with the professor from the Sol Decoder project. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you? And thanks
Nice.
for having me on.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, I had like a busy weekend, Web3 weekends, right? But yeah, now like ready to start the week now, and like it's 5 a.m. here, Monday morning, and ready to kick off a new week, man.
Geez, 5 a.m. You started that early, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you have to do what you have to do, right? We need some subscribers on the channel, some nice content. So here we are.
Yeah, that's great. And hope to
Yes.
provide some quality content for everyone. And
That's what we do here, man. And yeah, like man, I like honestly like this stream like started like with a tweet from someone who saying like, yeah, decoders, it's not like we copy paste like the name from Sol Decoders, which is it's not true because like, I was not aware of like another decoders on Solana, but I mean like when I dig into your project, bro, like we need to talk because it's nice. What you're building is nice.
yeah, we're all about, helping other projects, with
Yeah,
these Discord bots. And we
exactly.
have, our website. And all of
Yeah.
these things have been, in development since really December of
Yeah.
2021. So we're hardcore builders and
Mhm.
we're adding new things, pretty much every other day. There's something,
Nice.
new small changes, new bug fixes, or especially new major things that we try to, get in the hands of all of our thousands of users across,
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
this.
because like I saw like that you had like some KPIs like in the pitch deck that you sent me. Like you have like 1100 like servers. Like the Sol Decoder bot is on like yeah more than 1000 servers now.
Yeah, like before we started
Yeah.
the AI stuff and started releasing that to tons more discords, especially for free, which we'll talk about later.
Hmm.
You know, we're in about 1,020 servers, and that was through expanding through all these discords over pretty much a year and few months. But now, just in the past, few weeks to month alone,
Hmm.
we've increased that by like 10%. So we're up to around, a little over
Nice.
1,200 discords right now. So it seems to be growing much more rapidly now that, ChatGPT itself has
Yeah.
grown, hugely. Is like ChatGPT was the first application to be released to like 100 million users within 3 months, and that was like
Exactly. It's massive.
it took, yeah, it took like Instagram, years to
Yeah.
do that. TikTok, several months. But yeah, it's just
Yeah.
super fast. This rise of AI.
Yeah, and like for the decoders community and for like everyone watching us like this stream, like can you just summarize what you are doing like in a couple of sentences, like quickly? Just-
Yeah, so Sol Decoder, we provide, mainly Discord bots to other Discords, and lately these have been focusing in AI. So you can, chat with our bot, who will
Mhm.
have it, go out to ChatGPT and return any responses. We have tons of customization for that, which we'll get into a bit later on,
Yeah.
and we also have a whole engage to earn feature. So if you want to reward your existing users for interacting both within Discord and within Twitter. We provide that with no monthly cost. And some of our legacy features include a whole bunch of alpha tools, such as hey, what's minting today,
Mhm.
and you'll see on our calendar that Sol Casino is coming out today,
Yes.
and also you'll have wallet trackers. So we
Nice.
track people's wallets and Solana, and tons of servers use this to say, hey, what are influencers buying and selling? And what are these whales buying and selling?
Nice. Okay, so you love data and like you love to have like that data available like to make the best decision, right?
Yeah, I mean, people make trading decisions off them, or
Yeah.
just help them. So of course, hey, what is minting today? Sol Casino, you're not going to be able to get in the whitelist
Mm.
anymore, obviously. But hey, maybe you forgot that it's coming out today because they actually don't even have a Discord, which is
Yeah.
still crazy. So I mean, unless you were following them on Twitter, you might miss that. So you would want to get a good secondary, chance to get in. And same thing with
Nice.
all the influencers. Hey, you probably saw that Oogie, came out a few weeks ago, and if you were to look at the wallet trackers, you would have seen tons of influencers are buying into this between 8 to 12 Sol. So hey, why don't you follow them along? And you would have,
Awesome.
now it's sitting right around 30 Sol. So it's very profitable.
Yeah, no, that's definitely cool. And like honestly, like it was amazing. Like to prepare this stream, like so I prepare question for all of my guests, and I send you this document, and you use your own bot with like to ChatGPT to have like more even like key points and to add like to the interview and like more question, and like that's so fucking cool. Like it's so nice. Yeah, the
Yeah,
smart
yeah,
way to
I
use it.
I definitely used, AI to come up with more questions that we could
Yeah.
ask. But yeah, I did not use it to answer any questions, although that's certainly possible. We use AI, quite a bit for,
Yeah.
generating new tweets, helping out with like,
Nice.
announcements or things like that. But yeah, AI is definitely the future for,
Yeah.
how can you use it to, help your business,
Mm.
help your development, and really help your personal life too. There's just tons of application, and
100%.
we, provide all that within Discord.
That's crazy. And yeah, like obviously, like the last 6 months of like AI with ChatGPT, like 3.5 and 4, like it's a massive breakthrough in AI in the AI ecosystem, and we were just like scratching the surface of what we can do with it. Like it's it 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 could be like as important as like the invention of internet, basically.
Yeah, and especially all of the new features, that are just rapidly coming out. It's really, every other day.
Yeah.
You have like these new tools coming out that people can use, but ChatGPT itself has all these updates. So I think a few weeks ago, GPT-4 came
Yeah.
out. We also support that. If you have your own OpenAI key that has been upgraded to that, you can use that within Discord, and that just, it really supercharges your development capabilities for making new code.
Mm.
As you can paste it code, it'll tell you exactly where the error is.
It's
It'll tell, and you can
crazy.
like chat with your code, say, "Hey, I want
Yeah.
to add this," and it'll add it. So I try to tell, like, I force all my developers to use it when they're coding, and I
Yeah.
try to tell other projects, hey, if you are hiring other developers and they're not using AI, it's like you're really, in essence, getting ripped off, because
100%.
it's like, why are you paying someone for 8 hours of work when if they're using AI, that could be brought down to 4 hours. So
Mm.
it's like you're, you know, doubling the output or more,
Yeah.
with the use of AI tools. And
It
then
it yeah, go for it.
yeah,
Sorry.
even like more cool is something that came out, I think a week or two ago. Is ChatGPT now has plugins.
Mhm.
Not everyone can see these yet. Even I've applied on two different accounts, and they haven't given it to me yet. But with plugins, it's pretty much the App Store,
Yeah.
but for ChatGPT. So two of the big plugins they have is one, you can, use Bing and search on the internet. So if I wanted to say, hey, who are the Oscar winners for 2023 for Best Picture? Right now, if you were to ask, ChatGPT, it would know because it's limited to data to 2021.
Yes.
But with these new plugins, you can say, yes, I do want to enable the Bing plugin, so you're
Yeah.
able to, it'll go out, actually search the
Mm.
internet. It'll search individual websites as well. So if I were to ask it, what is the Decoders NFT, it
Mm.
would go make a Google search or a Bing search. It would go to your website, scrape your website, and it would bring
Mhm.
back exactly, all the things that you guys are about. So
That's
super
crazy.
powerful, being able to search the live internet and actually crawl individual websites.
Yeah.
Additionally, it can run Python code. So, if what we're gonna try to do is like build some of our own plugins as well, such
Mhm.
as like, being able to make a tweet. I could say, "Hey, ChatGPT, I want to make a tweet to say this," and then it would return some responses. If I say, "Yeah, tweet out number two, it would, pull from my Twitter credentials, go out with a Python code and actually, make new tweets.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things that we want to do. And, you're, you know, both pulling and pushing data is now possible with these plugins. Super powerful stuff.
Yeah. This is massive. Yeah, like the internet connection to of the AI, it's like it's crazy. It's massive. Like basically, you will have like assistants on steroid for every field that you want to ask like question or execute task on it, and then it will be done like instantaneously. I know like I was listening a couple of podcasts, and like the guys like they were like setting up like as again assistant on WhatsApp via the API to talk like expert marketing, like to force GPT to think like a marketing expert, or like I don't know, like developer advisor or technical advisor or something like that, or investor like I don't know, you can set up like think like a Peter Thiel or something like that, and then they can give you answer based on the persona that they are using it, and then like you can have a conversation with like a character that ChatGPT is set up to emulate, and then like talk like that and think like that personage, that character. It's crazy. It's so cool.
Yeah, that's actually one of the major custom features that we
Mm-hmm.
have is that, once you've invited the bot, you have some custom commands you can use.
Mm-hmm.
And, one of them is called, slash prompts. So,
Okay.
what prompts are is, prompts are the things that you're asking the bot to do, right? So you can't, a new person coming in, they're just saying, "Hey, how do I do this?" Right? But
Mm-hmm.
with prompts, what it provides is to say, "Okay, I want you." Well, let me pull up one of the examples that we have, like for marketing or growth. You could say that I like I want you to act like as a marketer, and you should
Mm-hmm.
have like, tons of different knowledge about this, and you should know how to make tweets, you know, and I want you to create content for various platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube, and I want you to increase, brand awareness and promote the products or services. So by putting in this more advanced prompt,
Mm-hmm.
you're able to get, tons more out of the, AI chatbot. And even, prompts themselves, I've read many articles saying, hey, there's companies that are hiring, what they call prompt engineers for like
Yes.
$200,000 a year. And you don't even need to have like a college education or
Yeah.
have like tons of experience. It's just if you're good at making
Mm-hmm.
these prompts, they'll pay. But for what we have, you can go invite the bot right now, and you can go to like our business section for prompts, and you'll see we have like a position interviewer. If you're interviewing for a new company and you want the bot to pretend that it's, the interviewer.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, advertiser, we have, accountant, we have social media influencer, we have social media manager. So all of these things, you're more having a conversation with the bot, and the bot is, acting as that expert in the field versus just acting as some, general AI language model. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely if anyone were to invite our bot, which is actually free, and the link for it is in my Twitter. Just, invite it, type in slash prompts, and you'll see tons of different things you can use to, really get the most out of ChatGPT.
Nice. Oh yeah. Okay. Is that your pin tweet? I can put it on the space.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let me do that for you. Yes. Okay. So it's now on the space. Okay. So for example, like it's massive. Like for example, I can have like the decoders intern Twitter, like and take it over and even control the Twitter from my Discord. I need to install like the Sol Decoder, but I need to take the time to do that today. And like, can I haven't? Is that even possible? Like to have like the board. taking this, like for example, like the recording of this video and telling you, yeah, please edit the video to make a short from like minutes 5 to the 6th, and make a short publish on my TikTok, Instagram, blah blah blah, with a good like description. Are we here yet?
Um, so a few things with that. Like one is one of the official examples that ChatGPT did with its plugins, especially with the Python custom
Mm-hmm.
code, is it said, okay, I'm going to upload you a 30-minute video and I want you to trim it to I just want minute like 1 through 5, right? And
Yeah.
so you're now able to do that all within, ChatGPT once you have the plugins and once you've
Shit,
coded that. So that's, pretty powerful.
that's
Um,
massive.
yeah, ChatGPT, they're owned by a company called OpenAI.
Yes.
OpenAI, they don't only do, ChatGPT. They have other models. One
Mm-hmm.
of the other models is called Whisper, and what that provides is the ability to, transcribe data or transcribe audio.
Mm.
So I could give it this entire, hour long, MP3 audio clip, and then everything that we're saying can be,
To text.
transcribed
Yeah.
and, into text. And it can also do, different languages. So I could say,
Mm-hmm.
hey, can you please, convert everything that we said into French? And it'll be, super accurate as well
Nice.
because it's like it'll not only know exactly what we said, but the translation capabilities also very good. I could say, "Hey, can you please provide me 10 tweets of like a summary of what we did?" And
Good.
you either make a thread out of that or you can have like some, several examples that you could tweet out of. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
tons
Okay.
of
So
different ways.
like definitely if you're not using AI right now, you're gonna get like outdated fast. Like it's gonna be crazy. And what AI can't do right now, what are the limitations that we have right now, and even like for the next 6 months to 1 year?
So, as I said, it helps, with coding.
Mm-hmm.
You can, bring it, parts of your code and it'll, give you, hey, here's what to do. But you can't really, provide like it can't really provide you an entire program and,
Okay.
it can't also like read your entire code base. So one of the limitations that ChatGPT had is that it could only what they say have 4,000 tokens, and tokens are pretty much I think around like 1.5 characters. So you
Okay.
could only bring it like several pages of text. So if you wanted to you
Mm.
know point your entire code base and say, hey, how do I improve this or write this for me? It's like it's limited by that fact, right?
Okay.
But with GPT-4, they're actually increasing it to both 8K and then there's like another 32K model. So
Okay.
you're able to now pretty much put in like an almost like entire book, into there to,
Damn.
really get tons more data. And yeah, again, that's only possible like as of 2 weeks ago.
It's
So
crazy.
yeah, even though you're able to now put in more data and it'll output more data, it's like the code that it does provide, like you do have to check it yourself
Mm-hmm.
and run it. You can't just, okay, I'm going to copy and paste this and deploy it to production for
Yeah.
thousands of people to use.
I
It's not
mean,
quite
yeah,
there
yeah.
yet. Yeah, it's you have to make a few edits, not
Yeah.
too much though. And
Yeah.
then go ahead.
No, it's just like just need to wait like a couple of weeks slash months, and then it will be here. Right? Like you can easily imagine like a plugin in VS Code itself when you have like a peer programming plugin, uh, and that can check your code or like test your code while you're typing it.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of people have been making, their own custom plugins for VS Code, but
Yeah.
more importantly, in Microsoft, they have what they call, GitHub Copilot,
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
and that, whenever you're typing, it can like automatically, detect what you're doing and provide you like examples of like autocomplete examples. So,
Mm.
tons of people are using Copilot to have like smart AI autocomplete.
Yeah, because it's,
Yeah,
it's connected to GitHub and check like with the GitHub repository, right?
yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty much crawled like billions and billions of like code lines just to really know what you're doing.
Yeah, right. Fascinating. Like it's limitless. Like and even like the limitation or okay, so there is some, but like you can easily imagine that with time, like those limitations will explode and we will go to the next buyer, like and crush it again and again and again. That's gonna be it's it's just the beginning right now. Like I think Elon Musk like said like what happened in the last 6 months in AI is like um, a turning point of like where we are going right now, and like basically the capacity of AI are being unlocked in like 6 months to last 1 year, right?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even really look at any AI stuff, pretty much any of last year.
Yeah.
I just started reading articles about ChatGPT, back in December and stuff,
Mhm.
maybe a tiny bit, but you know, the way that they've been, constantly improving, and then I just see more and more, news stories. I just thought like, hey, I should really start to try this out. And then after trying it out, it's like I just don't know how I live without it beforehand because just of the massive, time
Yeah.
savings that you're able to do with it. And like, and more of your original question, what AI can't do, again, it'll help, with your marketing and making new
Mhm.
tweet images, but again, you do want to, look over those things yourselves, and
Mhm.
especially if you were to have our feature plugin, which hopefully can auto tweet for or manually tweet things for you based on what you input, you definitely want to say, hey, is this right for my audience, and is the image that I created good?
Yeah.
Right now we use Midjourney ourselves for
Yeah.
creating images, but very soon we're going to be putting in a text to image feature within Sol Decoder. And
Yes.
that should, I mean, hopefully we'll be able to provide that to the masses and all that, because as of like 4 days ago, Midjourney is now you can only get it if you paid it $10 a month.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean,
beforehand,
yeah, it's
usually you'll have
awesome.
to get like 25 images for free, but now it's paid.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like 10 bucks a month, it's kind of like okay to pay that price for what it can do, right? But like I also like even like if we talk about the like the cost of it, like I think like ChatGPT will like turn into like a premium model, right? Like you will have like I think access to even the API, but like also like first in line if you want to use to prompt it, right? Like something like that, right? Because
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
quite expensive to run it.
they already have a premium for
Yeah.
it. It's called ChatGPT Plus,
Mm.
and you must have ChatGPT Plus to, use GPT-4
Yeah.
within your browser. So anyone can actually use GPT-4. It's just okay, go pay
Yeah.
the $20 per month, and you now have a really powerful thing, just in your browser. Now, if you want it in the Discord bot, you have to, apply for an API key, and then I got that approved on both of my accounts,
Okay.
between like 1 to 5 days each. So pretty quick, and you're able to, unlock, now if you have like, a staff of 10, you no longer have to pay $200 a month, right? For people to use it like, I don't know, once a day or once every few days. You're now able to have, one single account
Yeah.
that, you're just paying pretty much literally like a few dollars a month, depending on how often
Yeah.
you use it. Because that's the beauty of the API. You're paying per message.
Okay. Well, that's cool. That's yeah, that makes sense. And like mm, mm, because yeah, you mentioned like the image to text, right? Like so we can with ChatGPT 4, you can like upload an image and then like for example prompt it like yeah, draw me like 5 variation of that image in that style and it will do it, right?
Well, the only thing that ChatGPT provides is, with GPT-4, as you said, image to text. Like you
Okay.
uploaded an image, and actually this is not even available yet, even on the website.
Okay.
So, but it's super smart in that, okay, if you uploaded like a really like a meme image,
Mhm.
it'll know exactly, what that meme is. It'll read the text from it, and you can do like analysis of pictures to say, hey, why is this meme funny? And it'll tell you why that meme is funny, you know. You can provide like an image of like a movie scene. It'll tell you, what movie it's from, who the actors are, tons of different things like that.
Nice.
So yeah, we'll have to see, what type of, utility we can provide within our Discord bot for that. Other than okay, just upload any image, ask a question on it, which is still pretty powerful. And so
Hmm.
hopefully we'll be able to do that within our Discord. But for images and variations of them, you know, what Midjourney right
Yeah.
now
Okay.
provides is okay, I'm going to send you, 500 words, and it's going to provide, 4 images for that. And I
Okay.
believe they also have, okay, here's my reference image, please, create some more images off of this.
Yeah. Okay.
So with our model, that's what we'll be aiming to do, but not forcing people to pay the $10 a month that Midjourney has.
Okay. Okay. So like if I want to have like a 10,000 collection, I can do the prompt on Midjourney, ask the to generate images in that style with that reference, train the models, and like after a couple of iteration, that I can have a coherent collection that have been built by Midjourney, right?
Well, with Midjourneys, like one downside is they don't really have an API to
Okay.
use, so you can't really use that for like image creation. I don't think on a massive scale, right?
Okay.
At least until they provide that API in the future. But the thing is, there's tons of other models, especially the one that we'll use. One of them is called Stable Diffusion, and that's
Yes.
like a free open source one. You're pretty much just running it, on your
Yeah.
MacBook or running it on your, cloud server. So for
Hmm.
that thing, yes, you can provide it, different texts, and and you just run it 10,000 times, and you'll do that. So, I've seen, at least one other NFT that you just click mint
Hmm.
and it will generate, on the fly a completely new image, but in a certain style. So this one thing I saw on Solana is, you press mint and it'll make this like this billboard painting of like this woman on it,
Hmm.
and all of them, it looks pretty, it looks very realistic, and like the painting or the mural was like it's all like women of different nationalities and different hairstyles, stuff like that. But you
That's
pretty
cool.
much know it all came from like the
Yeah.
same type of collection.
Yeah, that's cool. And like you mentioned, like the stable diffusion. So, like for the audience, like I you stop me if I say like some bullshit, but for what I've understand, like about it, is like basically you train like the image to like you give like 1,000 image and you tell them okay, this is like a PFP, this is a woman, this is a male, etc. Then like you have the noise on top of that, and like the goal is like to from the noise of on the image is to create a new iteration of that mix of like the image that you gave. And like because the AI is trained to understand like that's the kind of like pictures that are gonna use as a reference from like the completely noised image. It will be trained to 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 recognize like the shape of a face, etc., etc. So it will create a new face, a new mouth, etc., etc. And like based on the model that train, starting from a completely image with noise, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, pretty much what all these models are trying to do, and they're also getting a lot more powerful. You're able to put in even more inputs, or
Mm.
train off of even more images. So we haven't quite yet, started our code for that. Like we're still, trying to nail down some customizations
Mm-hmm.
of our existing ChatGPT bot and add like refactor a bit more code to make it a bit more stable. But yeah, definitely very soon. Text image is coming out, and something that was on the back of our mind. We made this thing in our roadmap almost. We're
Okay.
not 100% if we'll do this or not, but we sort of want to make like a really cheap mint in the future that is AI based. So we
Okay.
want to combine blockchain and AI to make like new
That's dope.
PFTs for a user. So how this would work is, you are uploading an image, such as like your face or something or whatever you want,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're taking that image and we're morphing it to several different styles, different backgrounds, stuff like that, and we ask like the user which one do you want to choose, right? And then once they choose that modified image, they'll click next. It'll mint it on the Solana blockchain, and it'll also generate like a sort of personality for that character.
That's
And then
cool.
that personality will be a trait, on the Solana NFT as well. And what we then have to figure out is like, hey, how can we have that user then chat, with that personality and with that PFP all at the same time?
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
so that's
exciting.
yeah, we're just not 100% if we can do it yet. I mean, probably, and it'll be like
Yeah.
super cheap. It's like, okay, just spend like one Sol, whatever, and you'll
Yeah.
have this new NFT, and it'll have additional utilities of being able to chat with it and stuff. But
Mm.
yeah, all this stuff only possible, within the last month or two with all the new text to image, new image to image, and as well as all the chat GPT stuff. So trying to combine it all into one, feature package like that.
Nice. Yeah. So basically, like again, like I would have my PFP as an assistant in WhatsApp or Discord or whatever, and I can talk to my PFP and then like exchange IDs, etc. Like everything that you want to do based on the personality trait that you have defined in the metadata, right?
Yep.
Cool. I love it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can even imagine like a VTuber, right? Like with a 3D model and like having like that kind of stream with like my own avatars, and then I can like go to my living room, and then you have a stream with like my ChatGPT, Vince personality guys. That's cool.
Yeah, there's actually some projects out there that
Yeah.
you can actually chat with a 3D avatar and or even like import that to some like metaverse or something. But
Yeah.
those like that's like pretty much their only utility, and they have like tons of VC backed funding for that, and they're trying to really make that to millions of dollars to something huge. So we're just gonna do really tiny subset of that, and
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see how it works if we do it.
But can you imagine like that you give like thousands of hours of video of like the biggest content creators and to the like to the AI, and they will be able like to generate a video script or even like the video itself uh, because they have a shit ton of data about them, right? So it should work based on what we can see right now of the model trained, and this
Yeah,
is this is crazy.
yeah, that's almost, possible now,
Yeah.
all these, I'm sure you go on the internet and you see like all those, fake videos of like,
Yeah.
Donald Trump, or like celebrities,
Yeah.
because, you're able to, paint, your face over other people's faces and,
Yes.
act like them. So I'm sure, you have tons of video of yourself, on your YouTube. So
Mhm.
someone could download all that and make a 3D model and of your both your face and image. And while it may not, while the video itself of you
Mhm.
like talking to new things may not be the most perfect right now, like definitely the audio, as I
Yeah.
showed you, we had that tweet of like Donald Trump and Joe
Yeah.
Biden, and they're both talking about NFTs and Sol Decoder.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump, you can barely tell that it's fake at all. It's very, very
Crazy.
realistic.
And yeah, and like, okay, so that's one of the question like that you generated by ChatGPT when you like gave the input of the talking point I sent you myself. And like the question was like about like impact of AI on the future of work. So there is like two things about this question. That there is obviously like the answer to that first level of question, but also like I saw the kind of topic coming again and again on like a YouTube podcast and stuff. So is that like did the AI give you that question because it generated like a lot of input from people who used the AI before, or it's completely like independent of all of that?
I mean, whenever you ask ChatGPT, any question,
Hmm.
it's going back to like, billions and billions of like records that it's
Yeah.
stored into, its large language model, as they call it.
Hmm.
And, it's trying to find, it's able to do like that, reasoning and logic, etc., to, come up with, hey, what is the answer to the question that you're asking? So
Hmm.
I'm asking, hey, I have all of these example questions and this topic outline. This is what my business does. So what other questions, should we talk about? And,
Okay.
it's able to infer from those, billions of records of training. And
Hmm.
really for ChatGPT 4, it's like I heard, it's like it took them like 6 months, for like the computers to actually train off of that data to actually, make it as smart as it is. So it takes
Okay.
tons of time, and it also literally costs like, millions and millions of dollars
Yeah.
just to train like one single model like that,
Yeah.
just in computing power alone. And that's like a big reason why, like if you were to go to like the Nvidia stock, like it's up like so much this year because all these AI companies, they have to buy, you
Yeah.
know, computer chips like Nvidia to train the models on.
It's like the CPU and GPU price, like the graphic card, like went up when like the with the crypto boom. Like when we are in the bull market, like gamers at us because their new graphic cards are getting more and more expensive, and they don't like it. Now it's getting better because we lost like 90% of the price, but yeah. It's definitely a good investment, like to bet on like AI related company for sure, especially with what we see right now.
Yeah, both chip companies that
Mm.
provide the computing power, as well as, other AI companies and AI crypto coins,
Mm.
you know, they've seen such a huge rise since December. And that's pretty
Yeah,
much all because of ChatGPT,
yeah,
how powerful it is. People are
crazy.
just trying to, invest in that and try to find the next bandwagon.
Yeah, man, this is crazy. And like, how would you like answer like to that question about the impact of the AI of the future of work? Are we going to all get like the basic income because like we are going to get like out of work soon?
Well, I read an article last week that said, I think like 300 million jobs would just be replaced by
Yeah,
AI in the future. And so, I think they're saying like, legal assistants and lawyers who replaced technical service type jobs or like customer service jobs would be replaced.
hmm,
Yeah. And like, that's actually, one of the things that, for customer service, we're trying to build with our bot. And right now, if you were to go into a ticket within SolDecoder and
hmm,
ask any question, the bot is replying with knowledge that it learned about SolDecoder. So I gave it like a
that's cool.
3 to 4 pages of text saying, okay, here's how to stake SolDecoder. Here's where to buy it on Magic Eden.
Hmm.
Um, if you want to install the AI bot, here's a paragraph on how to do it. So it's very knowledgeable within SolDecoder. If you tried to ask it anything else, such as, okay, what are some fun things to do in New York City this weekend? It's not going to answer because,
Yeah.
or I'll tell you, sorry, I'm only supposed to answer,
Mm.
Soul Decoder knowledge. So what we've done is, we've replaced the initial step of, hey, a new user comes onto a ticket, and they have to wait for a moderator to come online to answer it.
Yeah.
So, and this custom knowledge, that really is a huge future point for like Sol Decoder, because pretty much every Discord out there, they have a ticketing system and they're
Mm.
always bogged down. Like I've made tons of tickets and it takes like 2 to 4 days sometimes for people to
Yeah.
reply to, it's just crazy. It's like,
Yeah.
can you just hire one more person to look over this? But if they have an AI bot that is trained in their data and it's like as we perfected over time,
Yeah.
it's like these discords don't have to hire those people as much anymore.
Mm.
Additionally, not everyone, of course, uses Discord. A lot of people are using, just have a website. So
Yeah.
I talked, we're going to be able to talk to companies that have websites and say, hey, do you want to add a new widget to your website? And the bottom right, say, hey, click here to contact us. And, sometime in the near future, an actual website will have that and it'll be powered by Sol Decoder. It'll be answering the questions on that business all within
Mm.
their website. And this is how, we're expanding to like Web2 businesses and crypto coins, through this use of AI and doing it both on widgets and Discord like that.
Uh, This is crazy. And like outside of like the prompt engineers that we are seeing like getting hired, like do you see any new job that will be created based on that AI like exponential growth?
Yeah, I mean, job creation, I think it's definitely, well, like 2 weeks ago, we saw the release of plugins, right? So
Yeah.
we're always going to be seeing new people, enhancing existing AI models, whether
Mm-hmm.
it be A, creating new plugins for that, or B, like with AI, there is so much, open source type things with it. Like over the weekend, or on Friday, I saw this video where you can actually run, you know, a version, like a little minor version of ChatGPT just on your MacBook or just on your Windows PC, and
Okay.
it doesn't cost you anything. It it has all the different data, and so someone had to code that, and
Mm-hmm.
all there's tons and tons of different open source plugins, and as well there's a third thing of tons and tons of new AI companies keep coming out, and people are either making free to use tools, or as we're doing, like our goal right now is to add a few more features to our Discord bots. We want
Mm-hmm.
to add it to like Telegram, and we wanted to add it to like a website like that. Once all that's done, which shouldn't be more than like a month or two, not even, we'll be able to then start charging monthly fees for like Web2 customers, for crypto customers to use it as well.
Okay.
Right now our premium price for all this is you have to hold like 5 of our NFTs. But since
Okay.
we're only at a 4,000 supply, in a perfect world, that only supports 800 businesses or 800 discords, right?
Okay.
So we want to expand to thousands, and only way to do that is through this SaaS business, service as a
Yeah.
software. And so we'll be doing that soon, and as well as
That's
we'll be
exciting.
trying to onboard Web2 companies onto Web3 via, hey, if you buy one of our decoders and burn them, you'll actually
Mm-hmm.
get a discount off of your monthly SaaS fee.
Okay, that's cool. Is that like did you successfully onboarded company yet, or is that like the plan? Because it's kind of like it's kind of tricky because it's cool like to onboard like Web2 companies, but it's adding a friction that they were not aware of it, right? In a way, right?
Yeah, we still haven't really, gone out
Okay.
to any of them quite yet. Um, we do know of, like, we have some leads, or we have had like basic, conversations with some people, but like we just don't have like the web widget coded yet, and we don't have like the perfect Discord Discord customer service bot or just back
Okay.
end for that. So it's definitely, high up on our priority list. And both last week and the week before, I was at crypto conferences
Okay.
over in my city here in Hong Kong. And with those crypto conferences, I talked to tons of different investors, tons of different projects, and some of them, a lot of them were in Telegram. So they said, "Hey, once you're in Telegram, we do want to use this bot you have, especially the customer service type
Okay.
stuff, right?" So Telegram and customer service are two of the high priority things right now. And we also talked to like various venture capital companies. And actually, tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm having a call with one of them. So
Nice.
hopefully that goes well, and we'll be able to get some capital injection and more comfortably hire more developers.
Nice.
Because
Yeah, like so business booming.
yeah, that's the plan.
That's good.
All powered by AI. We're able to pivot because we saw, hey,
Mm.
if we want to stay just on Solana, making Discord bots, making alpha tools, making gauge to earn,
Mhm.
there's definitely like a ceiling of how much you can make every month.
Yeah.
I do want to keep this. Right now, this is my full-time job, right? I
Yeah.
want to keep it as my full-time job, but I just cannot do that making, alpha bots and engage to earn just on like Solana.
Yeah.
And
How
just
many
in one.
developers do you have?
So I'm the only full-time developer, and we have two other part-time ones
Okay.
on the team, and then we have around 12 or so Discord staff doing you have the alpha hunters,
Yeah.
whitelist cloud folk, you have the marketers, and you
Nice.
have the mods.
Like, so you're busy.
Yeah, yeah, definitely very busy, and just trying to get us to be sustainable.
Yeah.
I think one of your questions was our link with Communa 3, right?
Yes.
So, we minted in April of last
Mhm.
year. So it'll be our 1 year anniversary in a week or two here.
Congrats.
Um, Yeah, we minted out, raised quite a bit there. And then in June, you know, we we talked with Commune 3 and they were very excited with what we're doing, saw a bunch
Mhm.
of like links. So they actually bought our NFT or pretty much bought bought our stuff, right?
Okay.
And so what that meant is I was then a full-time employee
Okay.
for them, so making like a salary. And then like our roadmap was then like dictated by them. So we would then go on to make like a whitelist tool such as like Subber and Alpha. So
Mhm.
our tool was made before either of those tools were announced. And we also made the whole engage to earn system where people within Discord and Twitter are again, given XP points and given rewards for interacting with it. But what happened is like back in January, pretty much 3 months ago, almost exactly, they started to feel more effects of the bear market, with losing customers and all that.
Yeah.
So they had to, let some people go and stuff, or just split separate ways. So I was one of the people who split separate ways. So I'm now no longer owned by them. I do my own stuff.
Okay.
And one of the stipulations of us joining them is that Sol Decoder would get 2% of their IDO, and
Hmm.
that is still the case, right?
Okay.
So you can still buy a Sol Decoder. You'll get 2,000 of our Decode token over 2 years, and then that is translated to 5,000 of their IDO token, which they're still working on. It's still not released. If you look at their floor price, people are just lost faith a bit, but
Yeah.
they are still a full-time company. They still have, tons of clients, and they're still building towards that IDO. So once it's out, you should see quite the big boost in both, their floor price and ours, given, hey, you can buy our NFT still and get that IDO token.
Okay, well, that's yeah. There's like definitely like some turbulences in like the community side like recently. But yeah, like it's an interesting like to see like company like basically like M&A other project um to increase like growth and like the um, the manpower behind all of those collection, etc. That was an interesting move. And I mean, if you get your independence back from that, you won definitely.
Yeah, I mean, another thing is from June until like early January, I paid nothing
Yeah.
for the fees for the site, the
Hmm.
hardware, which is actually pretty cheap as is. I mean, it literally costs like I think $170 a month
Yeah.
to run this, which is, I think other people they're paying like thousands a month for their, cloud infrastructure and
Mhm.
all that. So it's super, super cheap. Um, Additionally, all the staff, we went from like 3 part-time developers, like literally all the way up to 11 developers at one
Yeah.
point, and they were all paid by them, right? So
That's good.
yeah, getting a decoder, you're getting, tons and tons of, development, and you can
Yeah.
see that, with all of our bots. We have like 7 different packages of bots that you can add,
That's
and
cool.
again, we're just focusing on the AI bots right now.
Yeah. And how like the bear market impacted your business? But did you see like a growth or like going down as the price of Solana is going down too?
Well, I mean, in terms of like customers, I think what we see is a lot of the customers, did have to sell, like I think sell their NFTs, but at the
Hmm.
same time, as the price goes down and people are saying, hey, I can now get the entire, 5 NFT decoder package for literally what it would have cost like 1.5 NFTs
Yeah.
like, in the past or literally like, point like 7 NFTs at our, like,
Hmm.
all-time high price, you know? So,
Yeah.
stuff has gone down, but, people are still, onboarding, probably, every other day or every 3 days, we get a new set of customers buying 5 NFTs, and then they'll
Nice.
get the full package. But, yeah, what we focus on is, just trying to get as many people, using our free
Mhm.
AI bots as we can. We ran a competition last week to, have some of our own users onboard other people to do that.
Nice.
And, once they're on, okay, the only free thing that you get is the ability to chat with ChatGPT. It can, reply to you, that's
Hmm.
stuff. But, we do tons of other things, such as, those those prompts I talked about.
Yes.
You only use like 1 or 2 a day if you're on the free plan. With the premium plan, you use like unlimited times per day.
That's good.
Um, You can, right click on any message within Discord to send it to say, "Hey, generate 3 tweets off of this," or reply to this in a funny tone. So we're sort of, integrating both Twitter and ChatGPT all within Discord by just,
Nice.
2 clicks. And you can even like say, "Okay, rewrite it to a funny tone," and you can like be a real comedian on both Discord and Twitter like that.
Nice.
Um, Whenever someone comes onto your Discord with a specific role, like we welcome them with a new message, and it's a
Hmm.
unique message every time, and it's new personalities. So for us, we either reply to them as a drunk person welcoming them in, or we reply to them as a pirate welcoming them into the
Nice.
Discord. So yeah, tons of
That's
customization.
fun.
Yeah, and then lastly, 2 of the big things are you can have the bot, have its own personality.
Hmm.
So, there's this one Discord NFT called the GMers, and they were like a free mint, and they have like I think they have like a 30,000 supply, sort of crazy.
Oh, okay.
But within their Discord, they have their bot replying as a sarcastic person. So it's super funny to, ask the questions and it's just pure sarcasm every time it tries to answer. Yeah, very sassy as well.
Well,
And then
that's good. Like,
yeah.
And if there is like any Sol Decoders like that can send me a referral code for the boat and for the packages, yeah, please DM me on like the Decoders or Discord or even like in my DM. Like definitely would love to jump on board with the right way with a referral code for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone does that, like you look and shows that the ChatGPT bot is now within the Decoder's NFT server, they'll
Nice,
be immediately entered into the competition, and they'll pretty much will come in like third place, and they'll win
nice.
like 100 free decode, right? But if someone then does that like to two more discords, they'll be put in second place, and they'll win 4 soul.
That's cool.
So bunch of stuff I'm
Nice,
giving that way. Yeah, and also,
nice.
like, a lot of people, like, they didn't like or some people, they wanted to have their own branding of the bot, have its own PFP,
Yeah.
its own bio, its own name, so that's possible now with the premium services. And then, of course, all the, images, text to audio and text to video, that
Hmm.
will be, premium, and, of course, the customer service bot, that'll be premium. So we really only provide, like, 10% of the features if you're free,
That's
and
cool.
we want to provide all these premium things, and also, if we're in, hundreds of new discords, every month, using this, as we release new features, like, what we'll do is once a month when a user is asking it something,
Hmm.
it'll also reply, "Hey, did you know here are our patch notes, from this week. We just released, text to image." So we'll be able to, like, instantly shill our updates and for free when a new user or when any user on my Discord like, replies to it in the near future. So that should help make a bunch of sales as well.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, that's fantastic. That yeah, so there is growth potential like left and right. That's amazing. And like with the referral like program that engage your community and the user like you have sales rep uh, inside your community itself. So that's massive.
Yeah, and with the service as a software monthly fee, you
Hmm.
can also, refer your friends, or you can just be anyone and just refer someone. You don't have to subscribe at all, and you'll instantly get, every single month, you'll get a portion of their monthly, subscription, for lifetime. So
Hmm.
I think we'll set it between anywhere between 10 through 25%. So let's see someone is, paying the like, $50, price, that's $600 a year, right? And if you're getting, 25% of that, that's $150 per year just by saying, hey, do you want to sign up for this?
That's
So it's pretty
easy
good.
money.
Yep.
100%. And like yeah, we're gonna like arrive at the hour, so we can like start to slowly wrapping up. But yeah, man, like that's definitely an interesting. Like you are in like the most growing like industry ever, both in Web3 and like AI. So man, like I can see like the project like. Not failing, but like not going into the right direction for sure. Like the mission that you have right now will be like the one of the hottest one, like in as soon as like the your market is back to, and like with the like the help of AI, that the sky is the limit, man.
Yeah, I mean, AI is a new hotness, and
Yeah,
we'll be providing, one of the major Discord bots, Telegram bots, and widgets for it.
nice,
Not
wonderful.
just in Solana space, but in crypto,
Yeah,
Ethereum, NFTs, and Web 2. So yeah, I mean, tons of
massive.
people will be paying for it, and then Web 2 businesses will be burning the coders, whatever,
Hmm.
to get that discount. So we'll see
Let's
what
go.
happens with the supply. Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, okay. So I have like my like little like a outro question, like just to before wing up. What would be the question that you wish people ask you but they never do?
Um, Yeah, yeah, I'm actually not too sure. I mean, I guess, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Nothing really comes to mind right now. Yeah, I mean,
it's okay.
you did such a good job
Yeah.
actually of,
Thanks, man.
preparing for this, and, yeah, it definitely shows, how much of a professional you are with,
Oh, thank
yeah,
you
this
so much.
whole.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, but yeah, I think, we did a really good job,
Nice.
explaining all these different things, and
Mm,
hopefully anyone listening to it, if they're in a Discord, they're wanting to again invite the bot for free, and then
nice.
if anyone wants to get our NFT, maybe one of the questions could be, okay, why should I buy your NFT?
Yeah.
Again, that's okay. You're getting access to our Discord and all of its different, alpha functionalities. Like actually one of the things I didn't talk about at all is, we provide crypto and stock calls to people
Okay.
as well. And that's if you have like 3 of our NFTs, and it's super powerful because we have 5 different, callers for crypto coming into here, and, one of the calls was like it was AI related, it was the GPT coin.
Mm,
This one company IDO'd, like, less than a month ago, and the coin was called at 50 cents, and
okay.
it went up to $1.40 within a
Damn.
week. So 200% gains. If anyone put just,
Free
a
money.
decent amount of money in there, it's like they would have paid, for like, 10 to 30 decoders,
Nice.
how much you put in there. But yeah, I
That's a
mean,
nice
I
coin.
I use it to hedge my Bitcoin. I use it to buy all these different
Okay.
altcoins, and I also use it for stocks. So, like, within my Discord in the general category, there's like a crypto stock gains channel, and you can see how I use it, to make all this, different money. On some stock days, I'll make anywhere between like 300 to $1,000, right? And
Damn.
I'm giving you all that information, and you're not having to, go out to, you know,
That's
trade
cool.
on your own. So, but yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's like definitely like a yeah AI trading assistant bot. That I love that.
Well,
That's cool.
none of it's AI, it's all human powered.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so it's like, if you want 5 different human powered people calling crypto
Okay.
coins and giving analysis,
Hmm.
we do that in Decoder. If you
I
want,
get it.
I think 3 people sitting behind their desk for 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday, calling out stock stuff, we do that. And again,
Nice.
just look at crypto stock gains and you'll see how I myself make between 300 to $1,000 on some days. And I think next week I'll even try to, increase my risk even more.
Mm-hmm.
On Friday, they called out, these one options for like $100 each, and it went up to like $350, and I missed that, right? But in a perfect world, like, I would have bought like, 8 of them, and I should have made like 500 to $800 in a single
Yeah.
day off that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's good
stocks
money, man.
and crypto, we do AI stuff, but if you wanted to make a lot more money, we also do stocks and crypto as well.
That's cool. Okay, well, that's a nice pair for holding like a Sol Decoder, for sure. And that was money by itself.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like the last question, who should be the next guest on the show, and can you make the introduction?
Yeah, so being part of Sol Decoder, again, we talk with we have 200, I think, paid users, and our bots are
Mm-hmm.
in 1,200 other servers. So I'll have to look through my list of all these different people I talk with a bunch.
Uh-huh.
And actually, probably a good one is, you know, I talked recently about when a new member comes in,
Mm-hmm.
you get a little notice, the drunk bot or the pirate bot, right? Like, that was even thought of by me. That was thought of by the community manager of
Okay.
anybody's. And do you know Crypto Zach LA?
I think so. Maybe not. Okay, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll link you his Twitter,
Okay.
but
Wonderful.
he runs, anybody's NFT or help
yes.
with that, and they're like, so they're at 11 Sol floor price right now, but they were at 1.40 Sol floor price,
Nice.
right? And they also helped like Web2 companies, like they helped the Toys"R"Us NFT,
Yes.
with their thing. So I think, if you want to talk more about, Web2 and their huge plans in the future,
that could be an interesting stream for sure. Yeah, because Toys"R"Us was an interesting mint for sure.
Yeah, but then they went and like didn't even update their Twitter for like 2 months. Sort of weird.
Yeah,
I'll
there is some
definitely.
interesting question to ask there for sure.
Yeah, I'll make that connection. I'm sure he's up for it.
Thank
He's
you so
fully
much.
doxxed and he's posts on Twitter all day.
Nice, awesome. That's it, man. Like, I think we can wrap it up. Like, we're definitely a great guest and like awesome stream. Yeah, do you have any like last word like you want to announce to the Decoders community or like anyone like watching the stream or even the replay?
Oh yeah, so I will drop a link to their mint, and you can get whitelist to the Decod3rs NFT mint.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Do you know when that comes out?
Yeah, no, we don't have a date yet. Like the art is not ready. Like we're still perfecting it. It's gonna be a good one.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you so much for sharing us like Decoders project. That's cool.
Yeah, not a problem. And thanks again for having me.
It was a pleasure, man. Like, yeah, we can even like keep doing that. Like in the next couple of weeks for an episode 2 about like the progress of the AI and like ChatGPT 5 and 6.
Yeah.
That could be good. Yeah, thank you so much for everyone who joining us on the YouTube stream, everyone in the YouTube comment, everyone on the space. I can see like some familiar faces from like the previous stream that we have with the Decoders MA. Thank you again, Professor, for coming up and have like spend the last hours with me. That was definitely awesome, and thank you so much for doing that. And I will see you in I will see you in the next video, next stream. And Professor, I will be in your DM talking more about like Sol Decoders and installing the boat like anytime soon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so
And
much.
have a great day.